All right, day 15, 16, 17, I don't know. I spent another day in Vegas. I tried going to the Grand Canyon, and it was closed. It was closed. I went to the Grand Canyon and it was closed. I don't understand why I pay taxes and live in the land of the free if I can't go to like the biggest thing to see in the United States. One of them, I don't know, there's like mountains and stuff too, but I spent another day in Vegas. I rode my bike out later in the day because I was busy editing and doing this stuff and trying to keep up. And I was like, I'm going to catch the sunset at the Grand Canyon. So I rode out. It was like 2.5 hours from where I'm at in Vegas. And by the time I get to, it was the Skybridge West of, it's in Arizona, obviously, because that's where the Grand Canyon is. And I roll up, and everybody, as I was going there, it was a beautiful ride, by the way, and people were leaving, and I'm in the middle of nowhere, literally the middle of nowhere. It's crazy how there's just like little shacks, and there's people living out here, but there's still absolutely nothing. When people say there's nothing in the middle of the country, I guess technically you're correct, because it looks like there isn't anyone, but in the desert, there's technically actually nothing. Like, foliage is pretty non-existent. I mean, you have corn and stuff in the Midwest, but outside of that, it feels like there's life there for some reason. But in the desert, you're like, oh, this place is barren. It's a desert. But then you see tons of people just scattered in the middle of this giant plain or this giant desert. You're like, how did they get anything done? Anyway, drove out, got away up to this big gate. I was about maybe 5 minutes from the sky deck that like looks over the Grand Canyon, and I see the gates are closed and everybody's leaving like the visitor center. I'm thinking to myself, this better not be closed. Lo and behold, I looked at the website. It says, get your tickets at last tickets are at 5:30. It was 6. It says it closes at 7. I guess that's for stragglers, which does make sense. If you say it closes at 7, say it closes at 6. I don't know, and then do the last hour in your own head. Don't make me do the work. I was angry. Also, there was zero service by the time I got there. So thank God the visitor center was able to get Wi-Fi outside of it, because I didn't feel like being an idiot walking up, because there was like a ton of tourists, obviously, because this is a tourist area, walking up. Old people, all ancient, all like 8,000 years old, just like, this is where I want to jump off. I've lived my beautiful life, and I want to live a beautiful death and just fly off the fucking Grand Canyon. Anyway, I saw them walking up, and they're just like, sorry, closed. And I was like, are you kidding me? One little gate. I could have like blown past, because there's an open and a closed one. One open for people to leave, and then the closed one to enter. It's like I could have just blown past it, but I don't know. I didn't feel like getting in trouble for seeing the Grand Canyon. I could see some of it, but the sunset was hitting the red rocks. It was beautiful. I was like, this sucks. I guess I could have gotten a picture in front of the sign, but I was just angry. I was upset. I was very, very much upset. So anyway, on my way back, it was a beautiful sunset. It was not that cold, surprisingly enough, but I'll tell you right now, driving in the desert and then even the canyons is scary as hell. I will drive in the woods all night long. I don't know what it is because there's stuff, but in the desert, it is like pitch black. There's nothing. And it's crazy when you come into Vegas, it's like a sea of lights. It's beautiful. I love coming into Vegas, like way out and seeing all the lights. Not even Vegas, it's like the outer skirts, suburbs. But coming in was beautiful. The only kicker was out in those boondocks, there's cattle. And let me tell you how I looked down for a second to, check my GPS. And literally, as I look up, I was going like maybe 65, 70, still too fast, probably. I think the speed limit was 55, and at night it's 50, and it should be. And lo and behold, like a fucking movie, there was a cattle right, like, I should have filmed it, but my heart dropped. I was like, oh, and it was in the middle of the road. I was just like, oh, and I skidded a little bit, and I was like, if I skid, I have to swerve. So thank God I wasn't going super fast, and I caught it in time. And I just swerved around. Thank God it didn't kick me either, but my life flashed. Actually, my life didn't flash before my eyes. Everybody's always just like, your life flashes before your eyes, or you hear that in movies, but that's not what happened. Also, I definitely have nuts in my teeth because I was eating trail mix before this. Anyway, I'm also filming this in 8K, ADD, Almost hit a cattle, almost died. Going home was stressful as hell up until I got on the main highway. And then I got back to Vegas. I went to a diner that was really cool. Pepper Mills, I think is what it was called. And yeah, it was dope. It was also $45 for diner food, which was absolutely insane, and you should never pay more than $10 at a diner. So Vegas, I love you, but that diner was not the one. It was just like one of the most popular ones, and of course it was on this trip. I don't know, I really like Vegas. It's really cool here. I've enjoyed my time. I could see myself living here. I don't know what that would take, but I also went to like Area 51, and it was this, or Area 15, not Area 51. I didn't go to Area 51. I probably should have, but it was this big warehouse with Omega Mart, this like interactive exhibit. It was awesome. It was beautiful. I might put a little bit of footage of that over top of this too, but it was cool. I enjoyed my time here. I'm going to be in LA for the next week or so because Disneyland didn't have tickets until next Monday. So I'm going to be killing time. I'm going to be staying at a hostel. I'm going to stay a night with McQueeb, but I don't like to be a burden on these things. But I'm going to spend at least one night with McQueeb, and we're going to hang out. And anybody else who's around. I don't know, maybe not. And then I'm going to head up to San Francisco, then up to Oregon. And then from Oregon, I think I'm going to start heading home. I think I'm about at that point. I'm going to head south, hit Florida. I want to get to the Keys at least and see a couple more people. But that's it. Hopefully this file doesn't take forever to load because it's in 8K, and I figured I'd try it out. My Samsung, shouts out to Samsung S21, and do 8K. Hopefully I haven't been too close because I'm not recording this. If this sounds bad or if I've been too close, I don't care. Low effort, high reward. Only like 30 people are going to watch this anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you so far. I didn't mean to say that. I appreciate that I've been doing this so far because it's cool, and I appreciate everybody who's been watching so far. I think that's what I meant to say. I'm not editing this. Screw it. This is gonna be like my longest one, and it's just me ranting. So, streamer Twitter is bullshit. I want to stream again really bad, but I also just want to stream games and not deal with anyone's nonsense. Though I still love the drama. Anyway, make friends, be nice to each other, travel more, talk less. And I'll see you guys on the other vlog, the next one.